Hey guys, it's Maymay, and see this little matchbook project that comes pre-cut and with instructions? I want to see how long this one takes to make, so let's get started. The intro. So this little matchbook, we've had it for a while, and it's really cool. It's one of those kits that comes pre-cut and pre-scored. We do have to make a few little snips here, and it comes with full instructions. I'm interested to see how long this takes to assemble. So I'm actually going to time the process once I get started and tell you how long it takes. And we're making it boho baby with simple stories. I have a friend who just had a new grandbaby, and I think this would be a neat little gift to give to her. All right, so let's start with the album. Now, before I time myself, here's what I'm going to do. I want to see what all I need to do ahead of time. So I'm going to put this little guy here. And if you notice, there's these little cutaway sections and a little cutaway up there. I just want to see what I'm doing before I get started and see where I'm supposed to do those cuts. Oh, here it is. Okay, so step one, before, it's not even step one, it's before that. Before assembly, make trims on the 6 pocket pieces as indicated on each piece. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start the timer when I start this, and we'll see how long this takes. Now this is going to be tough, and I'm probably going to have a rough estimate of how long it took, but I feel like if I'm teaching, I'm going to pause. Like if I'm teaching you guys what I'm doing, I'm going to pause. Other than that, I'm just going to let this guy run. So let's hit start. And I haven't prepped. I don't even have my good scissors here. I didn't even look up to see, but I'm just going to get started. It's not a challenge to see how fast I can do it. I just really want to see how long something like this takes to do. I thought you guys would be interested to know that too. So I'm making my little snips, and then we'll go to the instructions. Okay, so that took me 1 minute and 54 seconds to do those little snips, but I got to show y'all something, so I'm stopping the clock, okay? So I noticed that these guys are a little bit off on the printing of the little marks, and I was just going through and making the marks where they were, and now I can see that I'm a little bit off. Ideally, that mark would go to the score and to the score. So when you get this home and you're doing this, go ahead and make the cuts to the score and to the score. This is just taking out the bulk like we do all the time. And don't do like me and just mindlessly follow the lines, because we'll see what happens. I think it will be fine, but I'm gonna have a few that are off. Okay, now to the instructions. I'm gonna move this aside, move this aside. I'm gonna bring my instructions in like so, and then I'm gonna press go, because now I'm gonna be reading the instructions and starting. So start, I'm gonna move this out of the way. All right, so step one, using a 1-inch circle punch, punch a half circle along the center top edge of the panel on all 6 pockets. Okay, so a 1-inch circle punch. I should have that handy, and I do. And it's telling me here and here. I'm a little nervous to do that without folding this, so I'm just gonna fold this in half to make sure I get them even. I just want them in the same spot. So I'm gonna start with 1. I'm gonna eyeball it, but I want them all to be the same eyeball, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna punch here. That's gonna fly up. There we go. Now I'm going to use that as my template for the other. So I'll do the same thing. I will fold these in half before I get started here. Oh, and I want to use this template. So I'm going to place this on it and just use it to line up. You might be thinking, why are you timing this? I just want to know. So many times I tell you guys, like in the thumbnail, an album in an afternoon, da-da-da. And a lot of you guys are like, yeah, but how long does it really take you? Like, are you talking like a 5-hour afternoon? And I thought, I'll just show you how long this project takes. Now, I don't want to time all my projects, and I can't time all my projects, because a lot of times I walk out of the room, you know, or I'll sit down and come back, and so, or, you know, walk away and come back. Ooh, look what I just did right there. I got to make sure I fold these the same way, don't I? I think I do. I'm going to. It may not matter in the long run. Well, I say I'm going to. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, I just needed to flip it over. It's been one of those days, guys, one of those days. So yeah, I just want to see how long it takes so I can tell you guys exactly how long this one took. All right, I'm gonna stop that. All right, so we're at 5 minutes. So that's how long it's taken me to get to this point. I'm gonna put these over here. All right, I'm gonna start the clock again and just keep going. So I'm gonna start it. I don't think I have anything to teach here. So on each of the 6 pockets, fold in the left side tab at the score line, and then fold up the bottom tab to the score line, then apply adhesive to each folded tab as illustrated. Okay, that's pretty simple. Let's move these out of the way. Now, I folded these wrong, obviously. It doesn't matter, because this is the way they want them to go. And I don't know if I'm gonna use sticky tape or not. I think I'm just gonna use art glitter glue. I don't really see a need for sticky tape here. I mean, you can do it, but because this folds in, my pictures or whatever we slide inside here won't get hung in. So I'm just gonna do that. All right, look, it says, I want to point this out, do not fold during this step. See that bottom one? All right, let me get my glue. Here it is. Let's apply glue. I'm gonna put some under here where they meet. All right, so put that one there, run some here, and I'm gonna run some down here. Then it says to fold this over, just like so, and seal it down. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I think what I'm gonna do is use my little Teflon tool here and rub this out. This is something Shannon does, and I really like how flat and how much it spreads the glue when you do that. Got a little glue sticking out, no big deal. So there's one pocket. Let's make the rest. You guys, this is funny. Look, I finished those and hit stop and looked over, and it was 10 minutes and 44 seconds. Can I call this the 10-minute mini album challenge? I don't think so, but that's funny. Okay, next step. All right, starting her again. Let's go to the next step. Step 4, fold at the bottom tab to the back on all 6 pockets. Apply adhesive to only 5 of the tabs, leaving the 6th pocket tab with no adhesive, okay? So fold to the back, and it's, I don't know, does the back matter? Is it what I choose the back? I think they're the same. Oh, wait, is it supposed to go this way? Because I guess we want to close that pocket, right? I don't know, I'm confused. I'm gonna move a little forward and see. Stack and glue the pockets together. The last pocket, which will be the top pocket, should not have adhesive on the tab. They should be attached together on the bottom tabs and fan out. Okay, are we not closing the pockets up at the bottom? I don't know. Maybe I should read all the way through. Apply adhesive. I don't want to mess up, but I'm gonna do what it says to do. Because we're not gluing them shut, we're gluing them to each other at this point. So I'm just gonna fold this one. I'm gonna fold it this way. I don't know why, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fold it this way. I'm gonna apply glue. And then it says to glue it to the other one. And I'm gonna assume I do it this way. If I do it wrong, you'll learn from my mistake. And that's how we do around here. All right, so let's line these up. I'll line them up at the top. Close that down, line it up at the side. I'm gonna rub it again. All right, and then I'm gonna fold this one back, doing the same thing. And it said to only do this to 5. I'll bring this guy over. I think I'm gonna stand it up and line it up. Yeah. Get them as lined up at the bottom as I can. Press that in. Keep going. I did notice that I missed a snip right here, but it doesn't seem to be getting in the way, so I'm just going to keep going. It was a little line, but I didn't see it until I started to do this, but I don't think it matters. I think it will be fine. Oops, I want to do them all the same way. Put this one this way, line it up, send that down. All right, fold this one up. This is the last one we're gluing on from the tab. No, we have one more. We'll glue that one to it, but we won't glue that tab. That's right. All right, so we'll do this. Get this guy even. All right, and then fold this one up. This is a lot easier than creating a binding strip every time and, you know, doing all that accordion or whatever. This is pretty simple. I don't know how easy it goes from here, but I know from here that was pretty easy, or to this point. All right, so we have all of these pages done. Okay, so they should accordion out, it says. Is that what it said, accordion? The last pocket, which is the top pocket, should not have adhesive on the tab. They should be attached together at the bottom and fan out, and they do. Pretty cool. All right, so the top one is here. Now it tells me I want to fold up on all 4 score lines on the matchbook base, open and lay flat with the short tab on the left, apply adhesive to the center panel as shown. So this is my pre-scored piece. I'm gonna lay it where you guys can see it here. It tells me to go ahead and do all the scoring. So I've got one here I need to do. So we'll lay that down and crease it. And then we'll do this one over here. There's 2 down here as well. And then one more here. All right, there's that. And then it says, and it shows it this way. So I'm gonna put it back this way. Then it says to apply adhesive. Now, because I'm not using sticky tape, I'm gonna read ahead so I can put my piece down quickly, but let me see what it says. Adhere the stacked pockets to the center panel and press firmly to secure the back pocket to the adhesive. So I'm pretty sure I just lay this down with this piece loose right into that space. But I wanted to read ahead because since I'm not using sticky tape, this will start to dry on me pretty quick. And this is the piece they put, yes it is, this is the back. I want to make sure this was the piece they put the adhesive on. A little late for that, Maymay. Okay, so now we're gonna lay this in, making sure we're not covering our score line. I want to make sure that I'm to it but not over it, because if I'm over it, oh good, I won't get a good fold up on either end, but I am, that's good. All right, and then it says press firmly. All right, and then next, so now we can go to step 8 because I did that. Apply adhesive to the underneath of the top tab and press firmly. Now what I don't understand is, oh, this one. So I don't put adhesive on this anywhere? Apply adhesive to the underneath of the top tab and press firmly. I'm a little confused by that. Step 9 is apply adhesive to the top tab on the back. No, apply adhesive to the top tab on the stack of pockets. Fold up the bottom flap of the matchbook and press firmly. Okay, so it's this guy? I'm a little confused. Apply adhesive and press firmly to secure. I think I'm gluing it down. I think we're just gluing this down. It said the underneath side. I'm just doing it. So I am having to study for a second, but not, I mean, I feel like that's what we're doing. And then I feel like we're gluing this down. Now, it doesn't tell me this. Fold down the top flap of the matchbook cover and tuck it in underneath. So because of that, I'm not going to glue. Hold on, let me read something else. Oh, it does tell me. Okay. Step 9, apply adhesive to the top tab on the stack of pockets. Fold up the bottom flap of the matchbook and press in. So here's what we're going to do now. We're going to apply adhesive to this tab. This is important. You don't want to apply adhesive here because you want to leave room for the lid to tuck in. That's what I was wondering about. So we're going to turn this up and glue this down. This was not as hard as I made it. Not as hard. So get that into place. And then this guy tucks in. Now I'm going to stop the timer and show you where we're at. So that was 17 minutes to do that. So we put the Matchbox book, I'm going to struggle with that the whole video, together in 17 minutes. And look, we have, oh, look how that is. Look how that does. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now, look, I don't like that. I think I did something wrong here, but I don't know what I did wrong. So let me add sticky tape to that since that's getting a lot more pressure. So let's start the clock again so we can see what we're actually looking like. I feel like I might have done something wrong there. I don't know what. You guys are probably screaming at me what I did wrong, but I'm missing it. So I'm going to apply this and see if it does a better job. So I'm going to put this here. Just as a help, because sometimes liquid glue just isn't quite what I need when it's getting a lot of open and closing. You guys have seen me do that a lot in mini albums. There's a lot of times I'll just decide to use sticky tape so I can get more of a permanent and full edge-to-edge adhesion. So that's what we're going to do here. Lift that guy up if I can. Can I stop the clock for this? No, I'm not challenging myself, so we're fine. I just wanted to show y'all kind of what it takes. Okay. Now let's get the other one. See if I have a better look down here. There we go. Tuck this up because I had some hanging over. Now let's do it that way. See if it does better. I think I'll burnish it a little bit. All right, let's see now. Yep, look, much better. So the sticky tape is a better option there. The glue was still a little wet too when I did the opening. So, all right, I'm stopping it. And we're stopping at 18 minutes and 36 seconds. That's not bad. Now, let me say this to you. Of course, this whole album is not going to take, 20 minutes. But putting this little album together that quick is pretty cool. I didn't have to do any scoring or cutting or anything. I don't have any scrap of white. This size album would give me some scraps of white. Let me tell you what size this is. Let me get a ruler down here because I know you're going to want to know. So this guy is 4, and this is going to be kind of rough, 4 by 6 and an 8. So pretty good size album for pictures, and it took us 18 minutes to put together. Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep timing and see how long it takes me to do the covering and the inserts. So let's just see. I'm just going to start the timer. We'll just know. It'll be interesting to see. So I'm through with my instructions. I can get rid of those now. And now what I'm going to do is get my paper pack out. Breaking in here to ask you to hit that red subscribe button. It's free. Also hit the bell button beside it. You can help me reach my big goal this year of 400,000 subscribers. Okay, back to crafting. This is the fun part. You know what I want to do? I want to find the cover first. If I don't find the cover first, I may accidentally cut it on, later when I get started, and I don't want to do that. I think this is so cute. Wouldn't that be cute here, like fussy cut and like the pieces tuck in? Let's keep that in mind because I want to keep looking. Let me find a good piece to put on the bottom. That is so cute. Oh, the stars are really cute. Now, my friend, who is Kim Dixon, by the way, had a baby boy. They had a grandson, so I can lean into that a little bit because I know that. Look at that one. How cute is that? Okay, so we'll come back to these little guys because I want to go to those full sizes. I don't want to use the cut aparts for this because I might want to use those later. I really think I like the stars. I think that's going to be my front cover. So let's go to the stars and let's cut that out. So I know this is well, actually, no, I was going to say I know this is 4x6, but I really don't. I want to know what size this is. So this is 4, and this piece is a little shorter than 6. This is about 5.5. So what we're going to do is do 3 3/4 by 5 1/4 so I can have a little mat around the edge. So I need to leave that ruler out. I'm probably going to need it again. Let's bring this over. Let's go ahead and cut 3 3/4 right here by 5 1/4. Let's see what that looks like. I think that should do it. Yeah, that's cute. See, and then I'll have a little white edge around it. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. This will bore you, but so I'm not going to make you watch me do this. I'm going to cover here. I'm going to cover the back. Then I'm going to go inside and cover each of our pages. And that's all I'm going to do, and we'll get right back together. Okay, so here's the little album with all the pages covered. Oh, I didn't stop the timer. Let me stop the timer. And I didn't stop it when I was getting my camera set back up. So it's going to be a little bit off. No big deal. Okay, I'm at 43 minutes, okay? So here it is, covered. Look how cute this is. And in 43 minutes, I mean, that's a lot done, right? The whole album. I was like, watch me miss a page. I didn't. Okay, the other thing I did, and I kind of don't like this, so you may not want to do this when you do it, because I think I kind of messed up. I went ahead and cut the little pieces to go inside, but in my mind, I just did white because the album itself was white when we built it. But now I'm thinking I should have used pattern paper, and the reason is, if I put these in, and I use pretty thick paper for the most part here, if I put these in and I cover them front and back, and then the recipient puts pictures on them, they're going to be pretty thick for the pockets. So I'm not going to cover them in paper. I may come back and stamp them. We'll see. We may do something like that. I wish I would have done pattern paper. Now, you're thinking, well, just go do that now. I just don't want to waste this paper. It's good paper. So I'm going to use it. And I know I'm giving this to Kim. She's a crafter. If she wants to doll these pages up, I'm sure she'll do a great job with that. And once you glue a picture on here anyway, it'll be pretty. And I'm just not going to stress about it. I am rounding the corners. Anytime I'm putting something in a pocket like this, oh, I forgot to start the timer. Anytime I'm putting something in a pocket like this, I like to round the corners because I think it goes in and out easier. I think you just get an easier, it doesn't catch as much on things. Especially, one of the things about this one, the way the pockets are made, is they have a little tab in the bottom, and you got to make sure what you put in there doesn't catch on that tab. All right, so I'm going to get these rounded. So I got these all rounded, and like I said, I may come back and stamp these. I do not know. I'm going to slide these in real quick and just see how they do. Like this top one, I felt like gave me a little resistance. Nope, it went in just fine. Also, I cut these pieces 3 1/4 by, and this is going to sound weird, but an 1/8 inch shy of 6 inches, okay? So I don't even know the measurement that is, but I just put it at 6 on my trimmer, and then I slid it back. Actually, it was a 1/16 of an inch. I slid it back a 1/16 of an inch. 6 is the measurement, but when you're putting them in here and they're building a little bit of bulk, you don't want it to hang out. You don't have the room for it in the little matchbook for it to do that. So that's why I went in and did that little scant 6-inch cut. So 3 1/4 by a scant 6 inches. That's how I'll say it. All right, this guy in, like so. And then we got one more. Ooh, right here. Oh, that one went in good. Okay, so now all of our little pockets have little flaps inside. And again, I think that should have been pattern paper, so don't make my mistake. Do yours better when you do it. All right, let's put some cutesies on the front here. So I'm gonna play with stickers in a minute, but first, I really like this little piece. It says, sweet, precious, cute, cuddly, and totally adorable. I'm gonna cut this out, but this guy is not a straight line. He's kind of wavy a little bit. So I'm doing it with my scissors because I want to keep that kind of organic feel so it's not perfectly straight. If you want to use your trimmer, you can. Just consider this fussy cutting, right? So I'm going to cut this little guy, trying to keep some of the little dips and the curves in the wood grain or the wood edge. And so I think this will be cute on here. Look at that like that. Isn't that precious? And I also want to use, before I put that down, I want to use this little banner, this sticker. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm going to try. I would love it if it would go from bow to bow, but I think it's going to be a little too long for that. See, the bows stick off just a tiny bit. So I think, can I angle them enough to make them stay on? I think I'm going to just keep one at the top and trim off what's hanging off on the other side. So I'm going to glue that down. This is probably going to cover up a lot of that banner. It does. Let's don't keep that. Let's don't do it. It covers it up, and I'd rather use this somewhere where we can see it. And if I don't use it, then Kim might use it because I'm going to send her all the little excess pieces so she can decorate when she has pictures. Because you know I like to do that. I like to send the stickers and stuff with it. So whenever whoever's decorating it can add that as they go along. All right, so we're going to put this here. What else do I want to put on that cover? Let me look. All right, I know I like this one. I'm gonna put this here. I love these long pieces that you can add. And I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to center it so it'll kind of match on both sides, and then I can trim it off. Get it about like, oh, that's not quite centered. About like that. I'm just gonna flip this over and trim that on both sides. I'm gonna trim it from here, and then I'm gonna trim it from here. That's cute there. It just brings the stars down, and I still have some that can be used later. Let's pop our little sentiment piece up on some foam. All right, now I want to make sure when I put this on, all my scissors laying here. How many pairs of scissors does it take to do an album, right? Okay, so I want to make sure that I have this guy closed. So when I put him on, he is where he needs to be. I'm having to use my camera a little bit to help. Ooh, do I want to angle this? It might be cute angled. I'm going to angle it and put it to the side. I know. She's lost it. She's lost it. What is she doing? Just trust me. I got an idea. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to my stickers. Here's my idea. I love this little moon. There's a little pink one and a little blue one. I think this guy may blend in too much. He might. Let's hold the pink one up and see what it looks like. I think that, oh, look how good that one looks. I want to use that one because I think it pops really good. And I may even use, there's a little star over here as well. And put this guy back. I may put this little star on this other side. Isn't that cute? I love that. Let's see what else we can put on. So there's smaller stars too. Let's see how much foam I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need some foam on kind of the tips of this guy. So let me get some smaller foam. Already got a couple pieces cut here. So let's put some here. Then I may even need a smaller piece than that. Let's cut that one in half. Stick that on there like that. Good. I'll save that piece on the tip of my finger for the star because I can probably use it over there. Let's peel these little pieces off. Then let's see if I did that well enough. I may not need both pieces of foam. Got a piece here. Yeah, I don't need that piece at the top. I missed that. Take that one off and just stick that guy down. So he's got a piece of foam here, but I didn't need it at the top. All right, let's do better with the star. Let's see where he actually needs foam, if any. He doesn't need any. I can stick him straight down. That's cool. I'll put these back so I can use them later. Then I've got some other little stars I'm just going to place around. You guys, this little sticker says little you. Look how cute this will be right down here. Oop, I'm going to move it up a little bit because I want it to go above that little ribbon. like that. So it says, sweet, precious, cute, cuddly, and totally adorable little you. That's cute. I like that. Okay, let's keep looking. I added a tiny bit of foam to the bottom of this sticker because I think it can stick under here a little bit and still not be too in the way. That is cute. I think that looks really cute on here, like that little you. So there's the front of the album. And then if we go to the inside, now here's the thing. I can do all the decorating I want in here, or I can stop because of who I'm giving this to. She can decorate it when she puts her pictures in. So I want to show you some ideas because I would like for Kim to be able to do what she wants inside of here with what's left of the paper. But let me give you some ideas. So one is, look at these little guys. These little tags come in this paper pack and they go 1 through 12 months. So it's a whole year. And on the back, they can put all their little weight, height, milestones, loves. I love this. My daughter-in-law does this with our granddaughters, and we can always, she posts a picture and then she puts all the information, and that's so cute. You could take the picture that like your daughter-in-law or your son, whoever it is that posts pictures about your grandbaby takes, you could take that picture and then add this to it and put it in your album. I think that'd be cute. Now, I know you'll say, but how would you do that? This would be cute if you just cut it out, added some ribbon, and tucked it into the pocket. Or if you made it where it could kind of lift up and then you see the picture behind it. Wouldn't that be cute if you did the tag here with a little like foldable gusset here and then a flip up piece? I think that'd be super cute. You don't want to build too much bulk. You don't have a whole lot of room, but that's one idea. Now another idea is to take some of the little journaly spots, cut these apart and add them to your inside strips, right? To put them on the front or the back so your pictures, you'll have a place to write. You could add some here to decorate, all kinds of stuff. What I like to do is put pictures here. This is what I like to do. Put pictures here. Then I would take those little tags and I would put them in here with a flip up so I could read the backside, or even an open like a book so I could read it like this. And then I'd have a place to journal even more. Wouldn't that be neat? Okay, you're thinking, you're going to give your friend an album that's only that much done? Look, my friend is a crafter. She has a YouTube channel. That's what she does. I think she will enjoy making this her own, and I've already added the cover like I think is cute, and I think it's a good idea to do this. Take everything that's left, okay? So you're going to take all the cut aparts. You're going to take every single one, even the ones like I had to use some of the paper. I meant to tell y'all that. I needed to cut in a little bit, so I had to use some of the paper from this side. So I just went ahead and cut these down. I used a little bit of the paper here because I wanted that side. So she'll get all of that, every single scrap. I'm not going to bore you. Let me pull the scraps over and then I'll show you. So here's the album as I'm going to give it to her, and then all of the scraps left over. And let me show you. You could put this back in the plastic that it came in, but I think it'd be really cute if you used one of the craft keepers, you know, that has the little snap at the top, because I think this looks like a good gift. And then if she was going to make this over a year, she could keep all her pages in here as she kept a stack, you know, kept them stacked in here, and then have a place to store them, and then use this later when she's got it all done. So I think that's a cool way to do it if you're doing it as a gift, because I don't want you to feel like we're giving an unfinished gift. I don't think we are. I think we're giving something that they can decorate for the future. I hope you enjoyed that. You want to see how long it took? To get to that point was 57 minutes. If I filled this whole album up this afternoon right here, you know, start to finish, and didn't get up and do anything else, I probably could get it pretty well done in another hour, maybe 2. So it's like a 3-hour album. That's pretty good. I don't think it would take me 3 hours, but I craft a lot different than you guys do. I know that every piece of this goes together, so I just grab and use it. I don't spend a lot of time studying on it. I just know that it will all work together. So if you do it that way, you probably could do it in another hour. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that one. An undone gift. Would you send this to your friend? I think Kim will like it. I think she'll like being able to do a little bit to it. And think about it. If somebody gave you a gift like that, you'd love being able to finish it in your own style. Okay, guys, you know the deal. If you make one of these little matchbook guys, which I think are so adorable, I want to see it. Head over to our customer gallery where you can get so much inspiration. I have to tell you a funny story about the gallery. This week, Sylvia discovered it for the first time. Apparently, we've never told her about the gallery, and she went and looked and saw all your projects that you've done with our stamp sets that she has worked so hard to create, and she was so blown away by your talent, and so that was really cool. I was glad that she got to see that. So before we go, I want to ask you to subscribe. Help me reach that big 400,000 subscriber goal this year. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And until next time, bye now.